And welcome back to another episode of Diamond Deck Discussions Unfiltered. Coach Rob here, Coach Jace right next to me, or across the table from me, whatever you want to say it.
Yeah.
LSU, undefeated, again on the weekend. We still only have one loss. It looked good. They look good, but this weekend will kind of be a little bit more true test. We got Missouri at home. Missouri's not the best SEC team, but an SEC team nevertheless. Our true test is going to come probably next week. It's go ahead and crack it. I already opened mine.
I would say just like we said last weekend. I think Texas is
going to be our true test.
We had a good test that weekend that we went on the road. It was on the road for the first time. We had DBU midweek. We looked really good against them. Then you go that weekend series. Those teams weren't no slouch, and you still did your thing. We talked about that already. But yeah, when you're talking about SEC play, Mizzou, you shouldn't have an issue. SEC play though. Look at some of these teams we're going to get to here in a little while that shouldn't have had an issue.
Right.
So you never know. But yeah, I think Texas is 2 weeks, 2 weekends.
So look, before we get into college baseball news, we have to report some MLB situations that are going on right now. First things first, Garrett Cole, possibly out for the season with Tommy John. Don't know yet. It's still kind of lingering. As far as I know, they had concerns, but they wanted to get a second opinion. So that's the latest news, is that he was going to get a second opinion because the first one said that he'd have Tommy John, and I guarantee they don't want that because they're already down their rookie of the year in Luis Hill. And Stanton's down, which Stanton's always down. So here's the thing with Stanton, right? And I saw a video today. This chick was explaining how Stanton's season goes from here on out, pretty much. He's gone. He comes back, helps him make a deep playoff run.
See, I think he's out for the year.
What was Stanton's injury?
2 major elbow injuries. Is all it is said.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was asking what the hell he was doing.
They're saying it's
both elbows.
They're saying it's a severe tennis elbow in both elbows. He changed his swing. That's what he's alluding to last year. He changed his swing.
He should have changed his swing years ago. He's all arms. He's all upper body.
Remember in Miami, he was open stance, had the leg kick, everything.
Yeah.
And then he got to New York, closed up, and then we get to that, that kind of open, more level stance that he would get to. But look, the Garrett Cole situation, man, this sucks. Okay, this is one of the game's best. This is one of the game's just absolute workhorses.
He's in the Cy Young running damn near every year.
Won it for the first time 2 years ago.
Right.
I mean, this is a dude that you just hate to see go down. 2 years ago, Cy Young, he led the league in WAR, led them in wins-loss ratio, led in ERA, led in games started, led in innings pitched. I mean, everything across the board. ERA plus, led in, whip he led in, hits per 9 he led in. Like, this dude is the definition of a workhorse and just an absolute dog on the mound. This is not somebody that, losing Luis Hill, you're like, yeah, it's a big deal. But you know what? Luis Hill's 24? Like, he's going to come back.
Breaking news.
Uh-oh.
Just got it on my watch. Yankees ace Garrett Cole will undergo Tommy John surgery and miss the 2025 season. That is the final decision.
Dude, I will say it forever. As 2 Red Sox fans, I still hate this because I want the best players on the field at all times.
I want Yankees fans to not give us a reason. Oh, we didn't have Garrett Cole. That's why y'all beat us.
Yeah. I hate it just because this dude is a box office guy that you go watch pitch. We talked about box office last time. Juan Soto's the guy you go to the park and watch hit. Bryce Harper's the guy you go to the park and watch hit. All right?
Yeah.
You're not going to a Pirates game. How we use the Pirates. We're not going to watch Jared Jones pitch, even though that'd be a lot of fun.
It's still, it would be.
We're going to a game where we're going to see Skeens.
Right. We're going to try.
Yeah. That's who you go to.
That's the thing about pitchers. If you want to space it out like that, you have to really time it up. And then sometimes, okay, he had a setback here. He might be a day late, and you've already paid for tickets, a room.
Yeah, you got to get
everything
lucky.
like that. You have to get lucky.
Especially late in the year.
If you have a hitter,
innings in his
if you're going to see a hitter, majority of the time, He's in the lineup every day.
Yeah.
You know.
But this sucks, man. I hate it. I hate it for baseball. And this is a guy that, look, he just made, what is he, 35 now, I think. He'll make 35 throughout the course of this year, so we won't see him again until he's 36. He just signed a big 5-year deal with the Yankees to stay there. So this is a big deal. This is a big deal because when he was out for the first 3 months last year, how did how did the Yankees survive? Yeah, you had Juan Soto. You started year 4-0 versus the Astros at what was Minute Maid, now Dakin Park. But Luis Hill really stepped up and became Garrett Cole. I mean, we've talked about it before. This dude started year 9-1. I mean, that's the reason why he was the rookie of the year. Dude was an animal. And now you're down both of those guys and a guy that was on the outside looking in, and Marcus Stroman, who's caused chaos already in camp, is now possibly your number 3, depending on what Clark Schmidt can do.
Yeah.
So at worst, he's your 4.
Yeah, I mean, so here's a guy, 12-year career, right? Hadn't had Tommy John yet. This is his first time he undergoes Tommy John surgery.
Yeah.
He was gonna hit the 2,000 innings pitched marker.
Yep.
I don't think he would have hit 350 games in his career. But this is a guy that has 2,251 strikeouts, right, and to 500 walks.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty good ratio. This guy is a dominant force. He's the ace of the Yankees staff, and it just sucks. And look, I had a guy tell me, oh, you're not a true Red Sox fan if your favorite player is Derek Jeter, right? I was like, well, that's not how that works, right? Like, I understand Red Sox fans are diehard Red Sox. Anything to do with the Yankees, fuck that. It's not a big deal. But this is big news, right? This is big news, especially because, like I said, you're without Luis Hill. So now, who takes up all that slack? Who's your opening day starter? Max Fried. All right. Who's your number 2 guy? Probably Stroman.
You got Carlos Rodon still. Sorry.
Maybe.
That's what I'm saying, though. Stroman's right in the discussion now to be anywhere through 2 through 4. That's scary. And yeah, look, I've had the same people say same thing about, oh, you're not a real Red Sox fan, this, that, and other. No, I am a real Red Sox fan, but I'm also a real baseball fan.
Yeah.
And I don't care who you root for. 1, if you're rooting for injury, fuck you, because you're just a piece of shit.
Right.
2, if you don't want the best on the field at all times, also you're still a piece of shit. I want the best baseball being played. This is a dying game. Okay, this is a game that just recently is starting to get more coverage, starting to get some more money pouring into the game again. But at one time was dying. Baseball doesn't need the non-best players on the field at all times.
Yeah,
and the non-box office guys at all times.
Right.
So I never root for injury. I don't care who it is. I'll never ask for Garrett Cole to be hurt. This sucks. This is bad for baseball.
Yeah.
If you're a Red Sox fan, like we are, this is great for the division.
Yeah, no, that's 100% fact.
This gives us a great shot to win the division now, because the next guy we're going to get to is still in that division. Grayson Rodriguez is having some elbow concerns right now. He's shut down for 7 to 10 days. You already lost Corbin Burns. Now you're losing your number 2. You got Kyle Bradish bouncing back from Tommy John or internal bracing or whatever he had last year, and he's going to be on an innings restriction. So Orioles are down 1, 2, 3, just like that.
It's just 7 to 10 days as of right now, right? So what do you get from that?
Yeah,
and you don't know, but luckily it's spring training. Right. You rest him 7 to 10 days, and then after that, you go ahead and call it. Yeah, you say you hopefully this little bit of rest gets him through the season. But I don't like any. I mean, especially like, dude, a lot of people say like Anthony Rendon's a different. He's a different kind of situation, right? But to an extent, with some of his injuries, like I get it, like especially if like the guy wants to play, And
Yeah.
you're like, no. Like, we're not going to risk it. Like, I understand that because you're paying this guy probably at least minimum $1 million,
Yeah.
right?
And if he's a veteran, you're paying him 30.
Right. And like Garrett Cole, like, you don't ever want an injury on anybody. You know, Grayson Rodriguez, this uh, losing Corbin Burns with this Orioles staff, you kind of need people to step up. And he was going to be a guy, throws 98, 99, that could probably win you some games.
Did you see what his last pitch in spring ball was before they shut him down?
No.
It was a fastball at 89 miles per hour.
Yeah, so that ain't good.
And that's when they pulled him.
Yeah, well, I mean, I would, yeah, I probably would have too.
89, dude. You're talking, like you said, this is a dude pumping 95, 98, 99.
Right.
And
Exactly.
he's throwing a heater at 89. Hey.
Yeah. So then you get to like, okay, like, what is the concern?
Mm-hmm.
Like, why is he only throwing? Is it shoulder? Is it shoulder fatigue? Is it elbow? Is it wrist? Is it a calf injury? Like, what, you know?
It was shoulder. I mean, it was elbow. Let me see if there's any update on him.
Yeah, because as far as as far as what we know, it's just elbow concerns.
Yeah.
That could just be soreness.
Inflammation in his elbow. He did get a cortisone shot.
He'll be fine for 6 months. We got a guy at work who ran a triathlon with the cortisone shot in his knee.
But still, inflammation in the elbow. I'm not wishing it, but guess what that typically leads to? Guess what history tells us?
Tommy John.
It's the same thing with Garrett Cole. He missed the first 3 months last year with elbow injuries.
Yeah.
And here we are. I mean, whether it's this year, whether it's next year, whether it's the year after, chances are Grayson Rodriguez is going down soon.
Yeah, and I mean, you hate to hear it, right? You obviously hate to hear it, but it happens, right? It's a part of the game, and sad that it is a part of the game, but it is. But look, another injury, another guy that you hate to lose, New York Mets.
Yeah.
New York Mets lose catcher Francisco Alvarez for 6 to 8 weeks. Do we know what from?
He has a fractured hamate bone. It's in his like the medius part of your hand. They have to
catching or throwing hand.
I didn't see that.
Okay.
They have to actually like remove the bone.
Ugh.
Yeah, and it's in like the thickest part of your hand. It's pretty grody. So, but yeah, I mean, you're talking about a guy here, Francisco Alvarez, that's been really good, really consistent for the Mets. He's a good catcher. He has an he has a plus WAR. He's only 22 years old, 23 years old. Just made 23. So this is a dude that's got home run power. 2 years ago, I mean, he didn't really show it last year, but 2 years ago, let me see. Where's that have him at? Oh, right here. 2 years ago, hit 25 homers. Last year, he only played in 100 games, hit 11 homers, but average is ticking up every year. You know, first year he only had 12 at bats, hit 167. Second year, he played 123 games, hit 209. And then last year, played 100 games, hit 237. So average is ticking up. We know the power's there. We know he's really good behind the plate. He did lead the league in pass balls. But aside from that, he's got really strong arm.
Left hand. So, yeah, so it, from the New York Post, says catcher fractured a hamate bone in his left hand and will undergo surgery Monday. Today, that will sideline him for 6 to 8 weeks, according to Carlos Mendoza. He sustained the fracture on a swing during live batting practice. So, and he didn't get hit. It was the force of the swing.
Yeah.
Which doesn't make sense to me on the left hand.
Yeah, bottom hand.
Bottom hand, you pull through, ball hits barrel, and barrel goes here. So why? How hard are you gripping that fucking bat?
Yeah. Oh.
Are you doing like old boy? I forget what movie it was where he does this to the wooden bat and sawdust comes off of the summit.
Is that
was that Rookie of the Year?
Yeah, Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, great movie.
Also, breaking news for all you Fortnite fans out there: Shohei Ohtani now has a character in Fortnite.
It's a skin, is what it's called.
Whatever.
I don't play it.
Fortnite,
I don't play it, but I did see that he will have a skin.
All right, he has a skin in Fortnite. Sorry, all you Fortnite fools out there.
I know what you wanted to say.
Not a game I've ever played or ever plan on playing.
Fortnite fuckers out there.
So, all right. So, what else is there? Oh, good news. Lawrence Butler, who we've talked about a couple of times on here.
Oh yeah, he's a dog. Can I get another beer, bud?
Superstar. Yeah.
Yeah. So Lawrence Butler, and signs an extension. It was 7 years, $65.5 million, which I think that's a little cheap. I don't know why he would sign that. I would wait till after this year to see what he does, and then maybe he might be worth more.
Well,
Is there any opt outs or anything like that?
No,
or?
There's no opt outs. There's let me see, because
I mean that's a steal for this A's team, who actually beat the Dodgers in the spring training game today.
Yeah, it's a good deal for him because he's pre-arb right now. So essentially, being pre-arb, he was going to make $770,000 or whatever the minimum was for the next 2 years. This year and next year, he's pre-arb.
Right.
So he goes from making $770,000, which I think is what it was last year, $765, something like that, to now he's making 2.6 this year, almost 2.7. Next year, 3.7. And then in what would be your ARB 1 year, which is typically still about a $2 to $4 million contract, depending on how you do, how the rest of your position does, all those kind of things. He's getting 5.5. And then the year after is getting 8.5. The year after that is getting 10.5, which would be then when he would enter free agency after the 2029 season at 29 years old. But instead, being that he's got these two raises in his pre-ARB years, they buy out what could be 3 years of free agency because they have a club option on the end of this. They buy out 3 years of free agency at $14.5 million, $16.5 million, and then the club option of $20 million. So I think this is a really good deal for both Butler and the A's, because if you look at it, and the reason why I say I think it's a good deal, if you look at it, he's entering his third year, okay? The numbers don't jump off the chart. Second half last year jumps off the chart if you just break down that half. Okay, this is a guy that was fantastic from late June to the end of the season. But in 125 games, that's the other thing. Only 125 games last year. We want to see that number around 150 to be comfortable paying him a lot of money, right? Hit 262 with 22 homers. A lot of that came in the second half. So based off those numbers, still below a 3 WAR. So I think this is a really solid deal for both parties here. He still get if he can, he'll go back into free agency at 32 years old, which is still young, and you can make some more money.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
I like this deal. I think it's a good deal for both sides.
I think it's a good deal for the A's. I just think that he's eventually going to be worth more, especially if he keeps putting up numbers that he's putting up. Yep. Right. So
if he continues that second half into this year, oh boy, the A's. Hey, if he continues that second half,
but the A's could have it going on.
That A's 2-3 with him and Rooker.
Yeah.
Hey, I read something today that said bold predictions for each team, and Brent Rooker's name was in there saying MLB leading like 57 homers this year.
We need to go over the over-unders for each team, like on DraftKings.
Oh, I already got a bet for a lot on FanDuel. I have $0 to bet on FanDuel because it's all toward over-unders for MLB teams right now.
That's fair. I got there's no college games on today.
Yeah, people are getting to they're going to get to one midweek game, which will be Tuesday, so that way I got to get 2 days to recover.
Yeah,
because they're getting a.
So I can't make bets today.
Yeah. So anyway, speaking of college.
Yeah, so look, that's enough for MLB news. Let's move on to what we came here for, and that would be NCAA Division I. New rankings came out today.
Well, before that, let's do what we didn't talk about Thursday.
Oh, yes.
There was one thing that we had on the list to talk about. We even talked about it before we started recording.
I think it's why we forgot.
And we still didn't talk about it. But we got to give the flowers to George Mason. Okay? You're about to think to yourself, what guy is George Mason? No, this ain't a guy. I mean, I'm sure it's a guy somewhere.
It's the reason that they named the college.
Yeah, but we're not talking about the guy himself. We're talking about the college, George Mason, who put together a NCAA Division I inning record for runs scored at 23.
Yeah.
23 runs in an inning. And to me, the most impressive part of it, about it, 0 triples, 0 homers.
Yeah.
You did this based off of hits, doubles, walks, singles. Like,
That was the most wild stat to me. It's just the fact that there were no home run. There was, you said no triples and no home runs, right?
yeah.
Yeah. And it was 23 runs in one inning. Yeah, that's incredible.
Should I do the Jeff Passan? He broke down the whole inning. Should I
Yeah.
run it down real quick?
Yes.
Okay.
Real quick.
Jeff Passan, here we go in that inning. Ground out, walk, single, hit by pitch, double single, hit by pitch, fielder's choice, double walk, hit by pitch, walk, double single, hit by pitch, double, pop out, which was the second out from the ground out, first play. Walk, double, single, walk, single, fielder's choice that led to an out. At one point, 19 consecutive hitters for George Mason reached base. In the inning, they had 11 hits, 8 walks, 5 hit by pitches. Wow. And Holy Cross, who was the team they played, used 5 pitchers in the inning, committed 3 errors. The final score was 26-6.
Yeah, what blows my mind is how you score 23 and only score 3 after that.
Yeah.
That's what's even wilder. But hey, that's impressive. It was a 40-year record that hasn't been broken.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. It's very, very impressive. But look, let's get to the weekend now.
Yeah.
Right. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, here's what happened. All right. North Carolina, number 4, loses twice to, I'm going to say, unranked Stanford.
At the time, unranked. Now ranked.
Okay. Florida, midweek game, they lose at UCF, which we've read that UCF might be a powerhouse this year. We just don't exactly know because they got a new coach this year. And remember, I sent you that article.
Yeah, it's a great article.
Yeah, it's a great read.
If you don't know the article, find us on the socials. Hit us in the email, diamonddeckpod@gmail.com. We will send it to you. It's a great read, great article.
Yes. You're going to have to find it again.
Speaking of Florida, though,
okay,
can we talk about how tomorrow we're about to have number 5 Florida State versus number 7 Florida, and the only way to watch it is to be subscribed to the ACC Network Plus? We have a top 7 matchup on a weekday.
So I think, it's going to we'll be able to watch it
On ESPN Plus?
Yes.
That's part of that.
So it's ACC Extra, I believe. So YouTube TV has ACC Network. So it's just
but it's on Plus though. It's not just
right, correct. Network. But so just like SEC Plus,
yeah.
As long as you have YouTube TV, because whenever you go to log in on ESPN or whatever,
well, I retract my
if you
statement.
go to no, but I'm saying like as long as you have YouTube TV or pretty much any other provider that has the ACC network,
yeah,
then you should be able to watch it. It's like a given so if you go to log in, like if we went to go watch LSU play on the SEC network, it would be, how would it go? It would go, you'd have to sign into your TV provider because it's not ESPN Plus, it's SEC Plus. There's a difference. So you cannot have ESPN Plus. And still, as long as you have a subscription to something that has the ACC network.
Okay. All right. Well, but this should be a national.
I understand this should be on either the ACC network because it's at where?
Their home versus they're at Florida State.
Okay, so at Florida State, right?
Yeah.
It just so happens that they're both in the top 10. You know, it's look, I'm with you, right? But it's just these games get scheduled. Let me tell you like this, if LSU, Tennessee are number 1 and number 2 and all 3 of those games are not fucking televised, it's going to be a shit show.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. We see TV schedules change all the time. They have the ability and the option to change the schedule anytime they want. What you doing over there, Coach?
No, just adjusting some things.
Oh, okay. They got the option
Attaboy.
to do it anytime they want to change the schedule.
Yeah.
So I hope we see it. But anyway, continue with what were we talking about?
Well, so
Upsets.
also right now is March Madness, right? So any
Yeah.
TV channel you put it on is going to be basketball. It's going to be college basketball. I agree, but
also go Duke.
right. Well,
I used to be into college basketball a lot, and my older brother was a UNC fan, and I was a Duke fan. So like those games, so much fun.
every time y'all fight, he'd whoop your ass.
No.
I will say I still have an Xbox 360, and I'm very tempted to go buy NCAA basketball, like 2010. I think was the last one they made.
It's kind of like going by NCAA 14.
I have it. I have it.
Yeah.
But the issue is they make NCAA football now. They just don't make.
And in about 4.5 days, we'll be able to play with a college team.
Yes,
Again,
dude,
with little bats and everything.
that is the we could literally finish the rest of the episode talking about MLB the show.
But we're not.
I am beyond excited. I thought about taking off.
Look, we'll only have one game, one midweek, and then weekend preview. The weekend preview can maybe be MLB the show instead of Missouri. Thursday when we come up in here.
Yeah, we can talk
it
about.
It won't be. It might be.
It could be,
but it won't be.
It could be.
Might be.
Depends.
Stay tuned.
If it gets us views, bud. Hey,
stay tuned.
Whatever the people want. You know what I mean?
All right. So you said Florida. All right. Keep going with some upsets here.
Let me pull it back up. Yeah. So number 7, Florida loses the UCF during the midweek game. Okay. Number 9, fucking Virginia pissed me off because I bet them and they got their ass whooped by Boston College twice this weekend.
And tumbled from number 9 to number 23. I think I texted you.
Yeah. They dropped a ridiculous amount because Boston College is nowhere near the rankings.
Yeah.
Oklahoma takes its first loss. I think there's only 3 or 4 undefeated teams.
2.
Who? Alabama?
And nope. Bama lost to Troy midweek.
Oh, that's right.
There's 2 undefeated teams, Coach. And they both play Florida this week. Florida State tomorrow and Tennessee on the weekend.
Ooh.
That is it.
Florida, Tennessee is this weekend?
Yes.
Oh, buddy. It's my brother's birthday. Okay.
Bring your AirPods and just listen.
I got those Beats.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. That.
It's not a paid promotion by Beats or AirPods. Considering I have AirPods, you have Beats, and so we just shouted them both out.
Yeah. Anyway.
However.
Yeah, so Oklahoma loses to DBU midweek game.
Yeah, takes first loss.
Yeah, they took their first loss. A&M loses again, 2 out of 5. 2 out of 5.
On the week. Yeah, they played 2 midweeks. They lost one of the 2, and then 3-game weekend.
Where are they at in the rankings? Did you see? Are they still in there?
Yes, they dropped to.
So there's 12 SEC teams out of 16 of them that are in the top 25.
I want to say they dropped to 17, 19, somewhere around there. Let me pull up D1 baseball real quick.
Yeah, pull that up and I'll keep going. Number 19, Troy, who we're very high on, right? They lose twice. They lost a midweek game to Alabama, and then they lost on the weekend. I did not see who they played.
Who's that?
Troy.
Troy lost to USC Upstate on the Saturday game, 5-4.
All right. Yeah, that. And then Bama takes its first loss to Presbyterian on Sunday.
Yeah.
So this is a completely different college baseball season than what we're used to.
But Alabama also taking a loss to Presbyterian, and they still jump. What did I text you? They
jumped 6
spots from 23 to 17.
I just think it's because everybody kind of in between 23 and 17 pretty much lost. Troy loses twice. They're at 19. A&M at 14 loses 2 out of 5. Whatever. Like there was teams in there like DBU. I think they were like 21 or 20.
Yeah.
And they lost, right? So, like, there's a whole shift change in the dynamic. That's why college baseball is so great. It's just because the rankings change all the time, maybe except for, like, the top 10-ish.
A&M dropped to 19.
Okay.
What were they at? 14?
Yeah.
So they dropped to 19. Who else were we looking at to see?
Who Troy lost to on the
No, we
weekend?
did that USC
Oh,
upstate.
that's right.
Alabama jumped to 17, so from 23 to
Yes,
17.
they jumped 6 spots.
The Stanford Cardinal that we mentioned earlier went from unranked to 18th now.
Yeah.
Very impressive. Dallas Baptist was 21. Now they're 20.
Yeah.
Troy dropped 2 spots from 19 to 21.
Yeah. Look.
And Virginia had the biggest move of, as we said, the biggest move from 9 to 23.
So let me just go ahead and put this one out here. D1 baseball, right? So has LSU at 1, Tennessee at 2. In my opinion, those should be swapped.
So LSU is they're only ranked number 1 on DU. So
on D1.
I mean, yeah. Why did I say DU?
Because you're DUMB.
That's true. That's pretty quick right there, Coach.
Yeah.
Good.
I'm a little sharp up here.
That was pretty fast.
I've drank every day for like 10 days. Not heavily, but I have drank.
But if you look at all the other rankings, USA Today Sports, Baseball America, Perfect Game, NCBWA, all number 2.
National College Baseball, I don't know, World Association.
Maybe. I don't really know.
Clue.
Yeah, I don't know what that one is. The only one that we're number 1 is D1, which is what everybody uses to rank, except who did we play this weekend? Except their ranking.
North Alabama.
They had us at number 2. But
yeah, that's correct. It just look, your top 4 teams are all SEC teams: LSU, Tennessee, Arkansas, Georgia.
Yeah, it's
SEC heavy.
Yeah.
The 12 are LSU, Tennessee, Arkansas, Georgia, Florida, Texas, Oklahoma, Ole Miss, Vanderbilt, Alabama, A&M, and Auburn, rounding it out at 25. So there's only one team that dropped out of the top 25 from last week, and that would be Oklahoma State.
Yep.
So, which they're normally pretty good. But, I mean, it just – you look at this now. Look, ACC teams, right? Florida State, North Carolina. I don't think Oregon – I think Oregon State's Pac-10
yeah, they're not.
or whatever the hell it is. Oregon is Big 10.
Yep, they're not ACC.
Right? So Clemson is ACC. What is Wake? Is Wake ACC?
They're ACC.
Okay. So Wake is ACC. Stanford's not. DBU's not. Troy's not. Southern Miss is not. Virginia, which at some point they were in the top 5.
Yeah, they were number 2 to start the year.
Right.
They took the open and lost to Michigan in extra. Right. In extras.
Right. And they're now 23. And then you got Coastal, but they're not.
You're missing one key name in the SEC. I mean, ACC.
I'm missing one?
Yeah, you're missing one big name. I
said Florida State, North Carolina, Clemson, Wake Forest.
All right, now you got 4. You missed Florida State in that first count.
I said Florida State first because they're number 5.
Oh, well, I heard Clemson first. That's why I only had 3 up.
God damn, you didn't listen to Florida State or North Carolina?
Yeah, I had 3 up. That time
Pay attention, damn it. No,
yeah, come on. Pot meat kettle.
All right, Bart, here we go.
Get off of Facebook while we're trying to record, okay?
I'm sorry. Sorry. Looking at
you just had to be there, sorry.
Looking at my Twitter page right now.
Yeah.
But no, look, it's these rankings. When I say they don't mean anything right now, I don't necessarily mean that. They mean something when it comes to end of year rankings because you say, okay, when did you play this team or this and that, right? But as of right now, like you still have to go play SEC teams. You still have to do this and do that. Like there's a lot of stuff that needs to happen.
Yeah.
These rankings right now, to me, don't mean a damn thing.
Yeah.
So like you can put Tennessee at 1, that's fine. But when it comes, the only thing that matters is that you want to be in the top 8 when the season ends.
Absolutely.
That's all you want. Now, if let's say South Carolina plays LSU in the SEC tournament, and South Carolina wins, and South Carolina is the last team to get in to the SEC tournament, and they end up winning the whole thing against us. That hurts us a little bit, but also that just shows how stacked this SEC is, and that gives us a bump, but we might drop to 10.
Also, though, I'm a firm believer, and I know not many people are, especially the ones that do the rankings. I'm a firm believer that the conference tournament should have zero bearing on your ranking.
Oh, no, these are regular season rankings, and that's how you should get seated in the tournament.
And I feel the same way about NCAA football. If number one Alabama or Georgia is facing unranked Alabama or Georgia, and the unranked team beats them, that does not mean that Georgia's not still number one. It should have zero bearing
But let me
on your ranking.
Let me also say this, though. If Georgia and Bama are playing each other in an SEC championship and one of them is unranked, something went completely wrong.
Absolutely. But I'm just using that point.
But it won't, like, your point won't ever happen.
No, it won't. That's what I'm saying. I know not a lot of people.
Logically, like, say Bama's ranked like 16th.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
And they win. It shouldn't drop Georgia to 10.
No.
You know,
it shouldn't take them out of the top four.
Correct. Even though they would be technically, according to these rules they have currently, it would take them out of the top four.
It's a regular season ranking and award schedule. It's just like awards, right? If awards weren't regular season awards, Mike Trout would never have an MVP. Giancarlo Stanton would have won MVP last year because of the way he performed in postseason.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, you would give it to Freddie Freeman.
Yeah, that too.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because of what he did on a bum angle.
Right.
But, like, it's all of this is a regular season thing, except rankings.
Correct.
That's it. That is the only thing that people take into account for the postseason or for the conference tournament in this case is rankings.
Yeah. So, look, let's get into Friday, Saturday, Sunday, LSU.
Let's go.
Okay. So, LSU on Friday, we ended up run rule, 7 innings.
Yep.
We hit 6 home runs as a team. Everybody had a hit pretty much except for
Jones.
Curiel didn't have a hit, but he had 2 walks.
Yeah.
Jerry Jones went 0 for 5.
Which was very sad.
Yeah.
All of the starters had a hit except Curiel and Jones. But Curiel got on, twice?
Tanner Reeves 3 for 3.
With his first homer?
Like, dude, this is – and Stanfield went 0 for 3.
My guy, Tanner Reeves, baby.
Yes, but Stanfield went 0 for 3. And I told you this, and I said I think that Braswell might have lost his starting job.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is, like, he was as many errors as he made last year, and as much as people didn't like him to start the season, he lit it up in the second half, and he ended up, being one of those guys whenever other people weren't hitting, he was getting on base, getting hits, scoring runs. Like, he was one of the guys, him and Milam, in the SEC tournament and then into the regional. And it just, something right now isn't clicking with Braswell.
Yeah.
And it's hurting him because he was one of the guys that once Jared Jones said, I'm coming back, he said, oh, we're running it back? Like, all right, cool, I'm in.
Yeah.
Let's go. Well, now he may or may not have lost his starting spot to Tanner Reeves.
I mean, look, if you look at it, he did. He didn't start a game this weekend.
He didn't.
Tanner Reeves started all 3.
Yeah.
Milam came in as a defensive replacement because neither of them have really proved themselves at their base defensively. But Tanner Reeves has been swinging a much better bat. I've been saying this for a long time. I texted you multiple weeks ago that every ball he hits is hard.
Yep.
Like, he might be hitting 167 at a time. But what, he had 4 strikeouts in 12 or 14 at bats because everything he's just hitting. And he's hitting everything on a line drive.
Yep.
And he finally got one in the air, got his first homer, said after the game, I don't know if you saw what he said after the game, but
I did.
They interviewed him and he said, me and my mom have this saying. She says see ball, hit ball, and I say see ball, hit ball hard. And that's how he described his first homer.
Yeah.
as a Tiger.
Yeah. I mean, it just home runs are happy accidents.
Look,
They're supposed to be.
This is what I love about baseball, though. This is what I was saying last episode. Keep it simple. See ball, hit ball. See ball, catch ball. Field ball, throw ball.
You never heard of KISS? Keep it simple, stupid.
Just keep the game easy.
Give me another one, Mom.
That's why I'm opening it.
Yeah. So, but I mean,
keep
look,
the game easy. Keep the game as black and white as possible. But don't overthink it. Look, here's the thing. If you want to play at USC Upstate, okay, complicate the game some. You're not LSU worthy. Like, you're not top of the game worthy.
Right.
Of when you're at this level, it don't matter. Freshman, redshirt senior, 6th-year senior because of injury, whatever the case may be. Don't overcomplicate the game. You're good enough. See ball, hit ball, see ball, catch ball, field ball, throw ball.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all you have to do. You're good enough. You play for LSU.
Yes.
You play for the brand. Like
you play for the number one team in the country.
Like,
that's plain and simple.
When you go walk around Disneyland, you're going to see more purple and gold on any given day than any other school in the country.
Disney World, maybe. Disneyland, probably not much.
Did I say land?
Yes.
All right, Disney World in Florida.
Yes.
In Orlando. You're going to see more purple and gold, more LSU hats than any other team in the country on any given day there is. It's just how it is. We are a brand. It's LSU, dude. Like, when you wear those as you got right there, when you wear it over your heart, when you wear it across your forehead, when you wear tigers across the chest, everybody knows who you are.
Yep.
Don't overcomplicate the game.
Now, look, I saw obviously we've all seen interviews with Barry Bonds, right? And, if you haven't seen an interview with Barry Bonds, just go on TikTok, your Facebook Reels, wherever, and just look at shorts. Just look at clips of him. And he's always said, like, baseball is real simple, right? So, and we all think of it as like, this is a complicated game. Like, there's a lot that goes into it. There's a game within the game. Like, so simplify it, right? What Barry Bonds did was he tried to, just like you try to catch the ball when somebody throws it to you, he tries to catch the ball with the bat.
Yep.
That's easy, right? If you think of it like that, it breaks it down and it's so simple. And then you have the thing of, I saw this hitting drill, the bunting drill the other day with a lacrosse net.
Yeah, I saw that.
And they're trying. All they're doing is they're catching the ball with the lacrosse stick.
Yeah,
that's it. And if you can do that just with hitting, man, it makes it so much easier. And these are things I wish that I would have thought of, or my coaches would have thought of, that would have helped.
Right.
And so when I see shit like that, I'm like, God damn. But then look at these pitchers though. Normally we use 4 or 5 guys a game. We used 2. Cade Anderson went a strong 6 innings, 92 pitches, 66 of them were strikes, 11 strikeouts, 1 earned, and 4 hits. Okay. And then Maverick Rizzi comes in. There's 1 inning, 1 hit, 1 earned. Didn't strike anybody out, but threw 17 pitches.
Yeah.
And he's good. Okay. Like, the pitching this weekend, and we'll get to game 2 here in a second, but the pitching this weekend was insane.
Yeah, I mean, all of our pitchers looked really good.
Chase Shores was pissed off.
Yeah.
Yesterday, though.
And
we went to the game. I don't know if y'all saw on our Facebook or not.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you posted it on Twitter or not.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Mm-hmm. But, like, we went to the game, and you can see Chase Shores' body language from yesterday. Like, when a ground ball was hit to the left side of the field with runners on first and second and 1 out.
And we're playing shift.
On a lefty. And he just slaps one to right where Milam would be if he was playing straight up.
Yeah, it was in that 3rd inning.
Yeah.
Where they scored
and
2.
He looked at the dugout and was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Because I looked at you and I was like, oh, he's pissed.
Yeah, he's not happy.
Yeah.
He's not happy.
I loved what I saw all weekend long. And look, this was
Remember how I showed you earlier? Darryl Strawberry's on TV. Everybody, he's the Mets are playing.
Yeah,
We're finally watching some MLB.
yeah. But there was like, we got what we expected. Okay,
Right.
LSU. If you look at the home run stats, they were not lighting up the home run book all year long. But we've only played one. Well, I guess technically 4 away games, but you've only played 1 away series. And that was Frisco. You've played 2 away games. You had DBU early in that week, and then Frisco. Everything else has been at home. So 12 games at home. We have had the wind blowing in at an absurd rate for all 12 games.
And we have felt it. Those who have been at the game have felt the wind.
And the 2 games that we don't have a ton of wind blowing, we hit 6 homers and then 3 homers. Like, we're a very home run capable team.
I don't know, buddy. We were pretty fucking cold at that game, and that wind seemed
but
like
it wasn't blowing dead in. It was
blowing towards right field.
Yeah, it was blowing right to left. So,
depending on where you're looking at.
Yeah. The way we were looking.
It was left to right.
The way we were looking?
Yes, was blowing towards right field. The flags were this way.
Yes.
So left to right.
That way.
So left to right.
Left to right. What did I say?
Right. You said right to left.
They were blowing right to left from the outfield.
from looking towards.
If you were watching on TV, right to left.
Oh my God! Here we go. Words and actions are hard on this podcast.
That way.
But
still not in.
From left field to right field. But
yes.
Actually, from center to right field, the way the flags were blowing.
Broing?
Yeah.
The flags were broing. They were hitting each other.
Welcome to Diamond Deck Discussions, unfiltered.
I love doing this.
Oh, me too.
But yeah, we're a very home run hitting capable team. The problem is whenever you play a lot of games at home, the way the stadium's set up, you get a lot of times the wind's blowing in on you. It's not helping you a lot. But we see what we do whenever it does. So let's go ahead and go to game 2 because I'm excited to talk game 2. That was our game. Tripp Patterson on the mound in this game. We talked a lot about Tripp. This dude, look, workhorse. 107 pitches, 4 earned runs, 5 runs total given up through 6 innings.
I was shocked they let him go that long.
I was also shocked they let him go this long. I was very impressed. Look, this is a guy that sat at like 86 to 88 with a curveball at like 58 miles an hour.
Look, 6 innings pitched and eight hits allowed, 4 earned, 4 strikeouts, 107 pitches is not terrible against the number 1 team in the country.
It wasn't.
It's not bad, but at the same time, he had a pretty good ERA coming into this.
It was below 1. I think it was .097.
Yeah.
I think is what we said.
It was something wild, and it definitely went up.
Yeah. It's going to definitely go up. But I mean, where he was at, I mean, look, this is a game in the first inning. LSU finds itself down again. Ianson on the mound.
Hold on. I want to pull up text messages.
Oh, God.
From me and you. From Saturday.
Okay.
So you go
we're going to talk about Ianson here.
Go ahead.
Gosh. It's just, look, we got all – when we get into SEC play this weekend, maybe not against Missouri, when you start facing the likes of Bama, Ole Miss, who's making noise, Georgia, Tennessee, all making noise here.
Speaking of Tennessee, we forgot to talk about the no-hitter that they fucking threw.
They did throw a combined no-hitter.
And then Charlotte's pitcher went 9.
Yeah.
Faced 27 batters, but had 1 walk. And I would assume they turned double play.
Yeah, Blake Gillespie.
Yes, sure.
113 pitches, 11 strikeouts, 1 walk through a no-hitter.
Yes.
Congratulations to him. But you're down 2-0 to start this game. Top of first, down 2-0 against a team that's not that good. When you get to SEC play, you can't go down 2, 3, 4-0 in the first 2 innings, 3 innings like we've done with Anthony on the mound these last couple of weekends. Last weekend, we're down 5-0 in the third. This weekend we're down 2-0 to start the game. We come back, we answer with 1, which was great. But when you're facing MLB ready pitchers, when you get to Tennessee and Liam Doyle, and you get to Ole Miss, and you get to Georgia, and you get to Bama, and let's say A&M eventually finds their footing without having Gavin there, like we expect them to do, because he doesn't affect that pitching staff that was supposed to be number 1 in the country this year. You can't go down early. You go down first inning and you take all the air out of Tiger Stadium, Alex Box Stadium, Skip Bertman Field. You're going to feel all the air go out because this fan base is not stupid. This fan base has led the league in attendance for like a million years in a row. We're currently leading again. This fan base is not stupid. They don't lose hope whenever you play North Alabama. But when you go down 2-0 in the first inning against Tennessee, when they come here in late April, you gonna hear a pin drop in that stadium.
So let me just go ahead and tell the people. So Anthony Eanson's first inning. Yeah, go ahead. Anthony Eanson's first inning. Okay. Coach Jace texted me and said he cannot be our SEC Saturday guy. I said, nope. I said either swap him and Shores or put him to midweek and then Shores to Saturday and either Schmidt or Cohen to Sunday. He said, Coach Jace said something. It's not good. And then we talked about some other stuff. And then right here, we kind of quit talking about it. Now, here's how the inning went. Okay. Anthony Eanson allowed 2 hits and 2 runs. And we thought the world is over. Anthony Eanson did not allow another hit hello, Bella. Did not allow another hit or another run after that inning, after the first inning. And I'm pretty sure I texted you. Hold on. Let me see. I'm going to see if I can find it. Okay. I said I take the words back about Eanson. Mm-hmm. And you said you don't, nope. Which is fine. But he had 7 strikeouts in a row.
Yeah.
After that.
Yep.
Anthony Eanson allowed 2 hits, 2 runs in the first inning and did not allow a hit, a run, a base runner. I think he had a couple walks.
Did have a couple walks.
But I'm not seeing that here.
We had a walk in the third.
Yes, he had 2 walks total. So he allowed 2 more base runners after that.
Yeah.
Had 15 strikeouts in 95 pitches in 7 innings. He was dominant. I don't know what clicked in his mind or if it was just North Alabama being North Alabama. But this dude was lights out.
Well, did you notice
from after the first?
Did you notice when he flipped the switch? There was a very specific point in time that he flipped the switch. So first inning, he goes strikeout, swinging, walk, double down the line, which they reviewed for whatever reason. I don't really know why we talked about why they reviewed these 2 things back-to-back innings. Because in the second inning, they reviewed the homer. Oh, no, that was the first inning. They reviewed the Jones.
They lost both challenges in the first inning.
Yeah, it was stupid. And then this guy singles up the middle, and it's 2-0 right off the bat with 1 out. And then what happened? Jay Johnson went to the mound.
Yep. I wonder what he told him. I'd love to know what he told him.
Me being a former coach, I'm walking out to the mound, and the message is very simple. Hey, dude, you play for LSU, and these dudes are up 2-0 on you right after you gave up 5 last weekend. Show them why you are here and be the pitcher that we think you are. Let's go.
Yeah, pretty much.
And you walk off the mound, and he goes strikeout, strikeout.
Strikeout, 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 pop out, strikeout, strikeout. Like, dude, just dominant. 15 Ks, and then you got Cohen comes in for 2 and goes no hits, no earned, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. We had 20 strikeouts in this game.
Should I let him
They're
out?
20. Yeah, you
I
can.
think Mama's home. So
Yeah, no, she's been home. They haven't seen her. Go ahead, Belle. All right, good girl. Okay, so there's 27 outs in a baseball game.
yeah.
I mean, 20 of these, 20 of the 20 of these were strikeouts
Yeah.
by LSU pitching, and 'twas dominant, bud.
2 hits.
Total, yes, and they were both in the
2
first,
hits,
and they both
3
came in the
walks.
first.
Yep, they both came in the first. So if you put this together, 27 outs in a game, 2 hits, that's 29. 3 walks, that's 32. They came up to the plate 32 times.
And only did something 12 of them. Or I'm sorry.
5.
Well, so there's 20 strike. I'm sorry, like only put a ball in play.
Oh, okay.
You see what-
Yeah,
yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay,
So only put a ball in play 12.
Yeah.
12 times.
Yeah.
That's lights out. That's impressive.
If
this Anthony Ianson can show up every Saturday, leave him there.
without going down first.
Without the 2 runs in the first.
We need it first pitch.
Yeah.
If you can do this first pitch.
Yep. Nah, I'm with you. Absolutely with you.
Yeah.
But yeah, this game was. I mean, we only had 1 home run, and Jared Jones went 3 for 4 after going 0 for 5.
Yeah.
With a nuke it was launched.
And
the ball was a piss missile, dude. It got out of here. It got here in a hurry.
I don't have my phone, but I would go look up like the stat on it to see how far it went.
I think I forget what I think it was like 105, 106 off the bat. He hit one Sunday, and I saw the launch angle.
43 degrees.
Yes. How the fuck do you hit a ball 43 degrees and it just goes out? And I mean, it crept over the fence, but still.
Yeah, we thought like off the bat.
Oh, that's caught. That's caught.
Yeah, it wasn't going nowhere.
Is that out? That might be it. I think. Holy shit, that's out. Holy shit, a home run.
Yeah.
Like the one that Pearson hit Sunday.
Oh.
The one that John Pearson hit Friday night.
Oh.
Buddy. Shout out to John Pearson for getting some fucking time, man.
And Josh Pearson. Friday night, first brothers to homer in a game since Will and Clay Harris for LSU.
Oh. For LSU, yes. Yeah. Okay.
So Josh Pearson's ball Sunday, the one that we saw, the grand slam that really busted the game open. Right. We were there for that. That was awesome.
It was amazing. Victoria said, I understand why y'all like baseball. It's like, yeah, you never know when shit like that's going to happen.
101 exit speed, 410 distance. He hit it over the student section and it hit the Marucci tile.
Yeah, I was listening to the broadcast of it. He said, somebody call Marucci and tell him they need some new shingles on the roof of their facility.
They did say that.
So, I mean, look, and then
Bear Jones was 340, 95 exit speed. 43-degree launch angle.
Yeah.
Like we were saying though, the wind was blowing.
No, it was blowing from
Go ahead.
from what?
Left field to right field.
From
I'm
left,
gonna go fielding here.
From left to right.
Yeah.
It was blowing from left to right. And then we go to Sunday. Right. And here's your typical LSU baseball game.
Oh, I'm about to tell you Jonesy's bomb that he
from
hit.
Saturday.
Yeah.
It was launched.
It was March 8th.
Was that date? Today's the 10th. Today's Mario Day. I don't know if you know that or not.
All right, there's that.
So yeah, the 8th.
Wow, they don't have his launch angle on here or nothing.
They don't?
Huh.
Oh well, he hit a home run and it's pretty fucking long. Anyway.
It was very long.
Anyway, so now we go to our typical LSU, the way that the season's been going, baseball game on Sunday. Okay. We go up 4 in the first, and we think, all right, we got a good chance. The third, they put up 2. We're like, oh, all right, I don't like this. Well, then we put up 1, right? And then it goes zeros. And then we put up a 6 spot in the 6, which was fucking phenomenal. That was the Pearson Grand Slam.
Yeah, that was a Grand Slam.
And then they put up 1 in the 8th and then 2 in the 9th. And then we finally shut this shit down. But it was we thought we were going to walk it off in the 7th. We stayed to the 7th, froze our fucking ass off.
Freaking
And
priester, man.
I wanted to stay, but somebody had other plans. This fucking guy over here sitting across from me.
You acting like you weren't freezing out there.
I would have stayed.
Didn't you leave a game earlier because you were cold?
Dude, that was different. Those are 20-mile-an-hour winds. So far, you made it.
I got beer all over the thing.
God damn it.
At least it's not your hey dudes, right?
Yeah. This motherfucker, listen to me. This motherfucker, I got some brand new white LSU hey dudes that I'm wearing to this game. I am LSU'd out. I got a jersey on. I got my hat on. And I got my dudes on, right? Well, this motherfucker decides it's so cold. I just got this one. Jesus Christ. It's a Monday.
I'm trying to stay on top of it, you know?
I'll let you know. But so this dude gets a coffee.
I didn't do nothing.
Oh, okay. It's in the cup holder, right? And he grabs it by the lid. Who the fuck grabs a coffee by the lid? He grabs it by the lid.
It's in a cup holder, so let me know how else you would grab it.
You go, because there's still some showing, or you go two hands and go lid, push it up a little bit so you can grab with other hand. Okay? And lid comes off and spills everywhere. And I'm like, oh, damn, dude, you spilled your fucking coffee. And I look down, and there's coffee stains on my fucking white hey dudes. And I wanted to fight him. I did. I was, look, I never get mad. I never get, I don't hate anybody or anything. That at that moment, I hated him. I just got these some bitches like Friday. Like, just got them. I even wore them Friday, went to Dad's house, walked around in the grass and stuff. No stains. Nothing. And I go to a fucking baseball game with you. And you spill, of all things that you could have spilled at a baseball game, you spill fucking coffee.
That's why we don't have nice things.
That's why we don't get coffee at baseball games, you pussy.
Oh, well, that was cold,
A Diesel probably shoved his toy against that door. He's mad at me for calling you names.
Good boy.
But look, I was pissed.
Yeah,
I was pretty upset.
It's okay.
He was like, do you want me to wash them? It's like, no, I don't fucking want you to wash them. I want you to not fucking spill coffee on the motherfuckers in the first place.
I offered to clean them like a good friend.
I understand, and I don't want you to. It's fine. It's a story.
It is a story.
It's a story.
It's the one that I can start with, at my best man speech.
Sure. Go ahead. Go ahead. Fucking deck you right there.
Oh,
now
man.
You put beer on my damn wall over here. And
I'm trying to clean that side.
You go ahead and talk so I can clean this shit.
I'm trying to. What? Do we still have stuff to talk about? I don't know. We didn't cover all the games. What's really next?
Well, we just talked about this one. I mean, we didn't really cover, look, fucking Pearson's Grand Slam was insane. But we used 5 pitchers in this one, right? Chase Shores went 5, allowed 9 hits. That was rough. Yeah. That was a rough outing for Chase Shores. 2 earned, 2 walks, which 2 walks is great. We only had 6 walks total in this game. Fucking Cooper Williams. Go figure. He is the Justin Lower of this year.
Yeah.
That's the only way I can describe him.
That's a great way to describe him. It's not good. Every time he pitches.
For those LSU baseball fans out there, Justin Lower from last year, yeah, that guy. Cooper Williams
somehow got drafted.
Yeah. I don't understand. Chandler Dorsey closes the game out, which we like.
Wasn't good either, though.
No, he allowed 2 runs, but none of them were earned.
Yeah.
They weren't earned. So that's good, at least. But I mean, in this game, you had a bunch of guys with no hits.
You know what we did though in this game, or this weekend that I was very impressed with? You go 3-0, you win these games in straight LSU fashion, and you don't throw Schmidt, you don't throw Kaysen.
So is Schmidt starting tomorrow?
Schmidt starts tomorrow, yeah.
Kaysen Evans pitched 1 inning Friday.
No, Maverick Grizzly closed
that game out. You're right. 100%.
Yeah, Maverick Grizzly closed that out.
Still haven't thrown Gavin Guidry.
No, Hopefully he comes back here soon.
Hopefully he's not a father. It's a rumor that we've heard. I don't think it's true, but so I'm not going to elaborate on it. But hopefully he's not a father.
And if he is,
if he is, hey, congrats.
Hopefully.
I don't know. There's a rumor going around. If you don't know it, go in Tiger Droppings.
Yeah,
and just look. Go find it.
But yeah, it's very impressive that you do what you did without throwing two of your top guys, essentially, in Evans and Schmitty. Now, I do think Schmidt gets to start tomorrow. We'll see Evans for an inning tomorrow. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. Maybe he's on like a 15 pitch limit tomorrow, so that way he can be ready for Friday.
Or you just have him throw a bullpen and tell him you sit the fuck down.
Maybe that too.
In my opinion, that's probably what's going to happen.
Which I don't mind that. It just depends on how long Schmidt goes. Can Can Schmidt keep his pitch count down?
Can Bitch keep his?
Can he keep the pitch count down and get to the 6th inning? And then maybe we get DJ. Maybe he can show something.
Because he didn't.
I think he threw.
He didn't throw.
He might have not threw this weekend.
He didn't throw this weekend.
He was warming up for Saturday, but didn't come in.
Right. So Connor Binge, Jaden Newt, Cooper Williams, and Chandler Dorsey threw at the Shores on Sunday. And then
maybe you get Dalton Beck another appearance tomorrow.
Right. You had Maverick Rizzi throw. Now, does Connor Ware start tomorrow?
Connor Ware is another guy. Maybe you go 3 and 3.
Does what's his fuck start tomorrow?
Oh, I love that guy.
Jacob Myers.
Yeah, where's he been? He hadn't thrown.
Exactly. Like, does he start tomorrow? Does he get some innings tomorrow? How is this Xavier game going to look?
Maybe you go not binge. Wow.
You
lefty
binge drink.
Binge drink.
Yes.
Binge drinking.
Yes.
Don't do that, kids. Get your parents' permission too to listen to us.
Yeah, if you're listening to us, you better have your parents' permission. And if you do have your parents' permission, then it's okay to listen to us.
Yeah. Schmidt.
Binge drink.
Schmidt for 3. Ware for 3. Evans for
Gidry
1.
for 4. We're going 10.
God, I hope not. I hope not. Jeez.
What if we just go 7? Like, it's a possibility.
It is.
You know what I mean?
And you can go, best case scenario is you go Schmidt, Ware, Evans.
Okay, question. Who gets to start at third tomorrow?
Ooh.
Does Braswell come back in just for a midweek start to kind of see if he can get his confidence back up or something like that?
Who gets to start at third tomorrow?
John Pearson. Does he play third tomorrow?
I don't know, because Jay said we got to figure out a way to get him at bats.
Yeah, he's the bigger version of Chris Reed to me.
A little bit better, though. Chris Reed just didn't get playing time, though.
No, he didn't. Chris Reed was a stud.
Yeah.
He was. He had the vision at the plate that most guys didn't.
Yeah, no, he was really good, but he was always a sub guy late in the game.
He told Paul Maneri one time, he was like, why didn't you swing it? That was 2-strike count. It was like full count or something. He ended up walking. And, I mean, that ball was on the corner. And it was kind of one of those, like, poke it, foul it off, see another pitch. And he was like, Coach, this was a ball.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what you want me to do. I'm not fucking swinging at a ball. He's like, well, how'd you know it was a ball? He said, Coach, it was a fucking ball. Did he call it a ball? Yes, it's because it's a ball. Like, I don't understand what you're trying to throw at me right now. Like, Chris Reed had the vision at the plate. If John Pearson can get more playing time, buddy, this is going to be a stud. The issue is, where the fuck does he play?
Exactly, because you also got
Ethan
Fry.
Now, next year, hear me out. If he can be our starting first baseman, okay, Tanner Reeves at third. I don't see Milam going anywhere.
I can possibly see him going to the draft. He's draft eligible.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dickinson's probably going to the draft.
Dickinson's a junior. It all depends.
What if we throw Reeves back at second and put Pearson at third and Fry plays first?
Fry's a senior. Or junior.
No, I think he's got one more year.
That'd be something I have to look at.
I could look at it.
You got it pulled up?
Mm-hmm.
Roster?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But yeah, I thought we got, what, 4 seniors in this team?
It's not a lot.
No, it's not at all.
Oh, let's see. E10. All right, let's look at seniors too. Brazzy's a senior. Josh Pearson's a senior.
Yeah, so Pearson's gone.
Fry is a junior, so he can come
Oh,
back.
does he?
Luis Hernandez is a senior. That's 3.
And then there's one more, and it's
Dalton Beck is a senior.
Oh, okay, and that's it. Because I thought it was that Yamin the fourth or whatever. I thought it was him. Which we haven't seen him at all.
We haven't seen him at all. Yamin
so I don't know.
Is a junior. We got 4.
Yeah. So yeah, we got 4 total. I don't know. Right? Does Priester come back? Does he transfer again? What's the plan with him?
At this point, Priester transfers. Because Aaron Beatty's starting next year. Aaron Beatty's in your number 1. Luis Hernandez is gone. Aaron Beatty's your number 1.
Unless another transfer catcher comes in.
Which is a possibility, but Jay loves Aaron Beatty.
So here's the thing, right? You go around the league and watch games, and you see their catchers dropping and blocking.
Mm-hmm.
You see their catchers throwing guys out. Like, you see their catchers doing what ours aren't, because I don't think we recruit defensive catchers. Because I think we want offense more than anything.
Yeah. Which Luis Hernandez had his first home run as a Tiger this week.
Yes.
Nice to see.
Yes, smashed it.
Finally.
Smashed it, took a look at it. I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it. I wish I could have been at that game. I love a 7-inning game.
Yeah, it's great.
But
it's great.
No, I mean, we had a good weekend. It just, here comes the test, right?
Yeah, these next couple of weeks are going to really test you.
Yeah.
You know, you go to a hostile environment next weekend at Texas, but you got to get through this weekend first. You got to get through tomorrow first. LSU cannot lose midweeks, in my opinion.
No. I mean, look, ever since Ryan Terrio went on that rant that basically says, look, midweek games are when you pad your stats, like you dominate at the plate, you dominate the game, you beat the fuck out of them. That's the gist of it. I'm not quoting him. But
no, that's definitely what he said.
He definitely said pad your stats. I know that. But, like, so look, we got Missouri this weekend. Then we have Texas at Texas next weekend. That's going to be tough. All right. And then you got Mississippi State here in Baton Rouge. And then Oklahoma at Oklahoma. Mm-hmm. Then Auburn. Now, all these are fucking ranked teams. Mississippi State's not ranked. I think they're one of the 4.
Did they drop out of the rankings?
No, the only one that dropped out was Oklahoma State.
So, yeah, they're ranked.
Okay, so they're ranked. So you got Missouri's one of them not ranked right now. Texas is ranked. Mississippi State's ranked. Oklahoma's ranked. Auburn's ranked 25. Alabama's ranked. Mm-hmm. Tennessee's number 2, obviously. A&M's ranked. Arkansas is number 3. South Carolina's not in there.
Nope.
And that's your last. So
that's your 2 teams.
That's your 2 teams that you could sweep, but everybody's still like, that's okay. Like, we have more.
I wouldn't be surprised if beyond the Tennessee series, if the South Carolina series is the most watched because you're going against Paul.
Yeah, the only issue is it's at South Carolina.
Most watched.
I know. I just wish it was here.
Yeah.
They would do some type of...
Paul Maneri would get a standing ovation.
Look, we love Paul. Don't get us wrong.
Yes.
He was a great coach at LSU. Won a national championship.
Yep.
But after 2009, didn't really do much after that. Had winning teams, made supers, made World Series, made everything, but we didn't win it again.
So we have 14 out of 16 in the SEC.
12.
Okay, so who's the other 4? Because we got 16.
So South Carolina, Missouri.
Yep.
Hold on.
Vanderbilt?
No, Vandy's ranked.
Oh, there they are at 16. Not Vandy. I'm trying to go down the list. OU's ranked. Texas is ranked. A&M's ranked.
Hold on. I'd say Kentucky.
Kentucky. Ooh,
Kentucky's not ranked. Kentucky. And who the fuck? Tennessee's 2, Georgia's 4.
I don't see Mississippi State in these new rankings.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying.
Okay, so Mississippi State's out.
So Mississippi State might have dropped out last after last weekend.
Yeah.
Because it says the only team that dropped out is Oklahoma State.
So that's the 4 that's not ranked. Mississippi State was ranked.
Yeah.
So it's not like you can just walk past them either.
Well, Texas A&M was also ranked number 1, and look at them. Yeah, but you can't walk past them either.
But when do we how deep into the season do we play them?
Who, A&M?
Yeah.
I don't think we play them.
Oh, we don't play them.
So South Carolina, Arkansas, A&M. Yes, so in May. So the third to last.
So again, as I said earlier, that's a team that can very well find their footing after losing Gavin. And you can figure it out. I mean, you still have this pitching staff was supposed to be one of the best in the country. So they're not a team that you can just walk past, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, it's just we got a tough road ahead. And if we can win, in my opinion, let's see. How many series are there total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yep.
So 10 SEC series. You got to think 2 of those are wins. Just off the bat, you got to think Missouri and South Carolina. You got to assume
you got to take 2 out of 3, if not 3 out of 3.
Correct.
You should take 3 out of 3.
I'm just saying series wins. I'm not saying 3 out of 3. I'm just saying 2 out of 3. You got to think those 2, right? So that's 2 right there. You have to assume. I'm not going to assume Texas. You almost have to assume Mississippi State. That's 3. Okay. Oklahoma, I would assume we're going to take the series.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 4. Auburn, I would assume we'll win 2 out of 3. It's 5.
I hope Sammy Dutton pitches against us. I really do.
I hope we fucking drill him.
Well, that's what I text you.
Yeah.
I'm glad he's doing good, but I hope if he throws against LSU, he starts and it's like 2/3 of an inning, gives up 12.
Yeah. Yeah. Bama, that's a toss up.
It's gonna be a good game.
It's gonna be a good series.
Is that home?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
I would assume 2 out of 3 then.
Bart, hook us up with some tickets.
Yeah, at home I would assume 2 out of 3. Tennessee, I'm not counting that one right now. A&M, after Tennessee, if we lose that series and go into A&M, that's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough. But I think we're gonna have a chip on our shoulder. I think we're gonna try to kind of claw our way back. And I think we'll take 2 out of 3 because of the shit that A&M's going through right now.
Here's the thing. If LSU plays to LSU's standards, the only series you have to worry about here, in my opinion, is Tennessee.
Arkansas.
Give me Arkansas.
Really?
All day.
Really?
Give me Arkansas.
Because number 3, though. I mean, they have apparently, according to D1 Baseball, they were ranked the number 1 pitching staff in the nation at the beginning of the year, and I think now.
But still, I think you and me are on the train that LSU, Tennessee is the 2 best teams in the country. Flip a coin, whatever side it lands on, that's the best team. I don't really give a shit.
Yeah.
They're both fucking just absolutely
every other team
dogs.
has proven that they can be beaten any given day. We have 2, but we also beat ourselves that game.
Yeah, we didn't hit worth the shit.
The team we lost to. Now, look, these teams might be in the same. I am biased towards LSU, yes. So I am saying, yes, LSU beat themselves that day. I'm not taking anything away from Omaha. They played a hell of a game. And, it is what it is, right? If this Arkansas team with their 1 loss, they might have done the same shit.
I think, though, like the way I see it is if LSU plays A+ ball and Tennessee plays A+ ball.
Correct.
That is an absolute dogfight.
Yes.
If LSU plays A- ball and Arkansas plays A+ ball, LSU can still take 2 out of 3 there.
That's correct.
And I feel the same way for the rest of the teams in the SEC. If LSU plays A- and Tennessee plays A+, we're 0-3 in that series.
Yeah.
Okay. If you play A+ and Tennessee plays A+, you could be 2-1. You could be 1-2.
Yeah, that one's a toss up. That one flip a coin.
That is going to, bro. I can't wait.
Oh, it's gonna be awesome. I hate that we have to wait till the end of April, till my wedding, to watch it.
Wedding
Yeah,
night for
wedding day
Friday.
is Friday.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's tough.
damn you. I'm just kidding. I'm
No,
just
it's
kidding,
gonna be
baby.
a great day.
Baby, if you're listening,
It's gonna be a great day.
Oh,
I can't
yeah.
wait to celebrate it with you. I'm sure we'll have LSU Tennessee on somewhere.
Hopefully, rain
be
is
fun.
planned for the evening and they move it up.
Ooh,
That'd be sick. But it's a Friday,
yeah, it's a Friday.
or they just move it
Doubleheader
and go doubleheader Saturday. That's more like it. Now we're talking.
Now we're cooking.
Now we're cooking with hot grease.
Yeah.
Anyway, Coach.
Anyway,
I think it's time for us to go ahead and get out of here. Ole's cooking dinner.
yeah,
You go ahead and close this out, bud.
yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Tigers looking good. Yankees, serious injury news that we hate. All right, we love it for the Sox. Hate it for baseball as baseball fans.
All right.
Hate it. O's news again. Love it for the Sox. Hate it for baseball. Okay, that division has now shifted to what looks like is the Red Sox to lose. In my opinion, A's got good news out of their camp, which seems to be the thing all off season for the A's. You sign this guy, you sign that guy, you re-sign Rooker, you re-sign Butler, you trade for JP Sears. A's camp looking real good right now in a division that could also be a toss-up. And then we get to our Tigers. I'm pumped for the Tigers.
Yeah.
You're pumped for the Tigers.
Fucking
the boys got to go to our first game together this year. Sunday. That was awesome. See a live grand slam. We jumped for joy. We screamed. We cheered. We clapped. It was a lot of fun.
Words are hard.
What?
Scream. We scream?
Yeah, we screamed.
I don't think
Not screamed. We didn't screamed. We screamed.
I don't think scream is a word, but
all right, we yelled.
We cheered.
I yelled.
Yeah. We did one of those. Yeah.
Yeah. Forgot we have that.
Yeah, me too.
I know we gotta use that more.
I forget. I keep reading. I'm putting it in my lab next time.
Look, the boys are excited. SEC play starts this weekend. You got to get past Xavier tomorrow. That'll be fun. The boys will be in the studio Thursday, previewing the weekend, recapping Xavier, and talking maybe some MLB The Show preview. We're going to watch some YouTube videos on what to expect from MLB The Show.
I've already watched them all. So.
Yeah, pretty pumped up with that kind of stuff. So a lot to look forward to this weekend, a lot to look forward to the rest of this NCAA college baseball year. It's going to be fun. Coach, can't wait to keep talking LSU baseball with you. But I'm Coach Jace. That's Coach Rob. We are your boys with Diamond Deck Discussions Unfiltered.